All right, you people. So we were in the middle of doing this problem yesterday when we left off. Remember, this is pure algebra. Pure algebra, right? See, yes. Okay, good. All right, so since this is pure algebra, let's go through. And we broke it up because we said it's a difference of squares, right? Okay, so from this point right here, I'm working on the right-hand side. I already did that part yesterday. All right, and then we need to multiply everything by the common denominator, which was x plus a and x minus a, right? Okay, so as I do that, so I multiply it out, I'm going to come up with an end result of 1 should equal a quantity x minus a, right? And then it's going to be plus b quantity x plus a, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. So let's start off with my x part. So it's going to be 1 equals a, right? Ax minus a little a plus b x plus b little a. All right, remember, group them and factor them, right? So my x, my first degree, is going to be x quantity of a plus b, right? And that's going to be equal to what value? It's going to be equal what? Okay, this is first degree, right?
Isn't that just equal like 1?
First degree, huh? It'd be 0.
0.
Because the left side of this, my first degree, I don't have any first degrees, do I? It'd be 0. Because first degree would be x to the first power, right? Yep. So this is going to be a 0. And my other piece is going to be what? So it's going to be, let's see, 1 would equal my other side, which is going to be the a's, right? So it's a quantity big A minus, big B minus big A, right? Because it's a negative big A, right? So those are my different parts there. So now I know, okay, I'm going to clean this up. Because I just set these and broke them up to according to my degrees on this, right? So now it's going to be 0 equals A plus B. And now I have 1 is equal to negative A plus B, right? I just rearranged it here just so it'll fit nice and clean. What method am I going to use to actually solve for one of my variables? It's either substitution or elimination. Elimination, right?
Yeah.
So elimination, substitute means A equals this, and then plug it into the other equation. Elimination is what we did yesterday, where we just cancel out. Okay, so I could just add these up as is, right? So let's say 1 would equal to B, so B is 1/2. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now in that same sense, if B is equal to 1/2, A is equal to negative 1/2. All right, so now we can break that up. So I'm gonna clean this up. So you guys okay on the math here, right? So I'm gonna clean up my board here. So we know that it's going to become insert page after. So what was it? X. Crap, I can't remember now. X squared minus a squared. Right, and dx. So that turned into. So now we said a. My a was a negative 1/2, right? Over x plus a? Yes. And then it's plus 1/2 over x minus a. Yes? Yeah. Okay, so now, they both have a half there, right? So I'm going to do some finagling, and I'm going to factor that half. They both have a half, right? So now I'm going to change this into Okay, since this is positive, I'm going to put this one first. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 1/2 on the outside. And I'm doing the integration of 1 over x minus a minus that 1/2 came out over here also. And it's going to be 1 over x plus a, right? This is dx. So now I have down to the first degree, right? I'm down to the first degree. I am down to a linear in the denominator, right? So now can I take the integration of 1 over x minus a? Say yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's going to give me what? So it's going to be ln of x minus a, right? And this is going to be minus ln of x plus a, right? And then there is my plus c over there, right? So if there's a minus sign in between my two ln's, that means it's going to be a... I'm going to divide, right? So I'm going to divide. So it's going to turn into L, so it's 1/2 ln of x minus a over x plus a plus c.
What about the 1/2? Can't you square root?
And it would be the square root of all of that, right? Missing an A. Where'd the A come from?
That's every single homework problem. What would you mean? Oh,
Just
2A.
1 over 2.
1 over 2A. That sucks. Where'd I lose an A? Yeah.
It's because you took the A out over there and then you didn't add it, or you were finding.
You took the A out of the A, B minus A. You should
Oh.
have put it right back in the
Oh.
ending, or no? Because I'm wondering how'd you get rid of that, you know?
Because we just put them in order by degrees.
It's because
Yeah.
Hold on. I said that I made a mistake with, and when I distributed,
No, if you set b minus a equal to 1 over small a, it works.
b minus a is equal to what?
1 over a.
1 over a. I see that, but I'm like, my algebra doesn't like me here. 1 equals 2a. That sucks. Yeah, I thought I was on a roll too.
Yeah, because if you do that, then you get 1 over a equals negative a plus b.
Yeah.
1 over a equals 2b. And then you divide by 2. And 1 over 2a equals b. And then negative 1 over 2a equals
Okay. And then there, that's where we get the A there, and we should also have a A over here. Because it's actually being factored out of both of them. Yeah, in that case I would have that. Okay. Alright, let's try this one then. Integrate a rational function whose denominator contains a repeated linear factor. Repeated linear factor. So, it's kind of like that x squared. Or the quantity like this. Okay, so it comes up with, I have to repeat it. So for this one right here, I'm going to rewrite this as A over x plus B over x minus 1 plus C over x minus 1 squared. All right, common denominator. Say all of it. All of it, right? So what am I going to end up having now? What number is going to be on the left-hand side? 1. So 1 is going to equal, okay, this is missing what?
X minus 1 to the third.
No, because there's already one here. Common denominator, it'd be just a square, right?
Oh.
So the common denominator would be all of these together, right? That, and that. But the problem is this right here, I already have like to the first here. Right? So that piece is included in that piece over there. No? Maybe? Okay, so it's going to be A, and then it's going to be quantity, x minus 1 squared, and then it's going to be plus B. Now, what's this one missing?
Another x minus 1.
An x and an x minus 1. So x, and then this one's missing. It's got my x squared already, or my x minus 1 squared, so it's just missing cx. I confuse you, or are we still okay? Are we okay? Okay, all right. So let's go through and expand all this. Expand all this. So I have to expand it so I can actually get everything where it's supposed to go. So now this is actually like plus 0x and then plus 0x squared. That's going to help me out. So when I do all my stuff over here, I'm going to have my quantity set up, because when they all add up, all my x squareds have to come up with 0. All my x's need to also come up with 0. And then my constants need to come up with 1. Okay? Expand this. So it's going to be a x squared minus 2a x plus a. You guys agree there?
Yeah.
Okay. I just expanded this and I put an a in for each one. I distributed in the a. Then this is going to be plus b x squared minus b x, and then plus c x. So again, 1 plus 0x plus 0x squared. All right, what's the first thing I can find?
X squared.
Not x squared.
Or the 1. Which is
The 1, right? What is my constant here?
A.
I only have 1a, don't I?
Yeah.
I only have 1a, so that's going to be the easiest one I'm going to try and find. There's only 1a, so that means that a So there's no other, so that one's just a constant. I don't have any other constants, so A has to equal 1, right?
Right.
Good. A equals 1. All right, so now I know, let's rearrange the rest of them now. So it's going to be ax squared plus bx squared equals 0. And I also know that 0 equals, where's my x's at? So negative 2, come on. Negative 2, ax, and then what else do I have? Minus bx.
Plus cx.
Right?
Yep.
So now that I know that a is equal to 1, right? So can I plug it in here? Yeah, for this one right here, this is, crap. So I don't lose this piece. So 0x squared, there we go. So I don't lose that. All right, so now this one right here. So if it's gonna be this, they're all gonna have x squared, so it's gonna be 0 equals 1 plus b. So b equals -1. Same case over here. Keep forgetting to write that. So 0x. They all have x's, so I can take out all the x's. So 0 equals, that would be -2, right? Times 1. Crap. Come on, pen work. Times 1, right? Minus b, which is -1. All right, and then plus c, right?
Yep.
So I'm taking out all the x's from both sides. So I have -2 plus 1, right? -2 plus 1, which gives me -1. So c equals +1. Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and plug that in now. So it's going to be, let me see, 1, -1, and 1. So integration of 1 over x plus -1, right?
Yeah.
Over x minus 1, right? Plus 1 over
X minus 1 squared.
Okay, so now can we do the integration? So yes. All but 1, right? Can we do the last integration too? What do I have to do there?
So
I need to sub that one, right? So I'm gonna use sub that one. So this is gonna turn into ln, come on. So it's ln x, right? And this is gonna become minus ln of x minus 1, right? Yes?
yeah.
All right, let's u sub this. So u is equal to x minus 1. So du is equal to dx, right? So this is the integration. So plus integration of 1 over u squared du. So bring that up, add 1, right? Add 1, so that'd be -1, right? Yes? So it'd be a negative, so it turns into plus a negative 1 over u, right? U, and that's going to be u sub back in, which is just going to be x minus 1. So and then can't forget plus c. Can I rewrite it? Yes.
Where does the minus come from?
Which minus? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, right here. So if I move this to the top, it's going to be, I'm taking the integration of u to the -2, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this turns into a -1, right?
Yeah.
So it's over -1. So that, and then I just put it back down. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. No?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Now it does.
Okay. Hey, there we go. Answer. You guys are not seeming very enthusiastic about this morning.
Yay.
Is it because she's not here?
No.
No. Is it because he's not here?
I think it was just that she was all the enthusiasm, maybe.
That we all, yeah.
Yeah, she was the
This is normal. Yeah.
she was the bright spot of this classroom.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's like dead right now. It's like, come on, you can do it. I know.
Let's go. We got the answer.
All right, are we okay with this or no? Or like, okay, this is pretty.
It made a lot more sense when you put like 0x squared plus 0x and like how you're ordering it out. That makes it helped me understand it a lot more. Because at first I was kind of looking at it and like, what?
Okay.
But now I get it all.
Okay, so we good? You guys want to try a practice problem? No, not yet.
No?
All right, let's try this one then. Rational function whose denominator contains a distinct, irreducible quadratic factor. Quadratic polynomial is called irreducible if it cannot be factored into real linear factors. And it happens if the discriminant of b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, for example, bleh, or cannot reduce it. So, now this one's going to be different because it's now going to be it's ax plus b over that quantity. So it would be the same thing if I had that here. So this is a trinomial. This technically is a trinomial too. It just, my middle term, it's 0x to the first. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Can I factor that? Say yes. Yes. Can we do it?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, thank you. Do you know what? Here. Let me throw candy at you. There. You looked at it. So if I start throwing candy, hopefully I get some participation here. I don't like preaching, you guys. I like teaching. I like, you know what? When he commented about, yes, that part's the part that helped me, you know what? It helps me know that I'm actually like getting through to you on some level. Okay, because, you know, when I look at the homework pile, it doesn't seem like it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, the shade. All right.
Let's ignore that.
So let's go ahead. So it's going to turn into, let's see. If I factor it, it's going to be 3x over, this is going to be, say, x minus 1 times x squared plus, that's going to give me here, x plus 1, right? Can't you guys factor trinomials in your head? Actually, this is a quadrinomial, isn't it?
Maybe.
It's a difference of cubes. You know, I'm not like super smart. That's a difference of cubes. I already know what it comes out to be. Because it always factors like that. So this is perfect cube. So it's going to be a minus here, plus over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You still be X.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now if it goes the other way, so if it's x cubed plus 1, hey, the sum of two cubes.
X plus 1 times.
So it's going to be x plus 1, and it's going to be x squared minus x plus 1.
Wow, cool. Yay, sum of cubes.
Okay? So it's, you know,
This is why
I don't even have that, seriously. Like this morning, I taught that lesson on double angle yesterday, and I still couldn't remember the formula for double angle. I erased it. So anyway, all right. So we have this broken down now, right? So yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I now need to write this out. So this is going to be 3x, right? My left side's going to say 3x. Okay, so I have a 3x here. I'm going to say plus 0. And how about this? 0x squared, right? Does that make perfect sense now?
Yes.
Equals. So there's going to be a over x minus 1, right? Plus b over, it's bx plus c, over x squared plus x plus 1. Yep, and that's what we just got from that previous slide. So if I have a piece that doesn't factor, that x squared plus x plus 1, that one doesn't factor. Okay, it is irreducible. So from there, I could actually go ahead and do all my work. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Common factors. So right here, all this is supposed to still be over that, right? So when I'm multiplying common denominator by everything, my left side is just left with my 0x squared plus 3x plus 0, right? Okay, so 0x squared plus 3x plus 0 equals. Now, this is going to be a quantity, x squared plus x plus 1. And then it's going to be over here plus my binomial, which is bx plus c times the quantity of x minus 1. Yes?
No, it's break down.
Okay. You guys should be feeling good about this. You know, come on. I'm the sick one here. I'm the one that has Ebola. Okay? I'm over here dying. I just vomited in this trash can. Okay, like right before you came in.
The more we open our mouths, the more susceptible we are.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So make sure you bathe in hand sanitizer on your way out.
Bathe and drink.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to expand all this, and then I'll move it over to the next page. So 0x squared plus 3x plus 0 equals ax squared plus ax plus a, and do my foiling, so it's going to be plus bx squared minus bx plus cx minus c.
That's a lot of stuff.
I know, but you guys should be getting excited about this. Come on. I actually enjoy doing these math. Okay, a lot of this stuff a lot of it's just paid, but this stuff in my mind actually works better than everything else. That's just my mind, but my mind doesn't work very good for anything. Random trivia. I am amazing at Jeopardy, really. Okay, random trivia. Okay, what's the plural version? No, what's the past tense of snow? Snoo. See, those type of things. Snowed or snoo. All right.
Is it actually a word?
Yes. All right. So. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this up. So I need you guys' help on this. I'm going to another page here. Okay, so I'm going to have 0x squared is equal to x squared
A plus B, right?
a plus b. So a plus b.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff.
Okay. So that's going to help me out there. And what about I have a 3x, right? I have a 3x is equal to,
Ax or x.
so
A
ax,
minus b plus c.
okay, ax minus bx plus c. Okay, so it's going to be
A plus B plus
No, a minus b.
a minus b plus c, right? A minus B plus C. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, and then now constants. So I'm going to have 0
A
equals
minus C.
A minus C. Is that it? Ah, crap. Wrong page.
Yeah. it's-
So I have A and a minus C.
Wow, epic. So A equals C.
All right. So A is equal to C.
Yes.
Does that help me?
No.
Not really.
It will help you some.
It could help me,
So,
but
you know?
let's go ahead. Let's start on the left-hand side. Let's divide everything by x squared. I get 0 equals A plus B, right? Okay.
This
So
feels like
A
a
equals
word
B.
problem.
Wow.
A equals
Divide everything over here by x.
Equals B.
and B equals C.
3 equals A minus B plus C. All right. Now, I'm going to use system equation, but I don't like. I want to say A equals C. Let's do that.
And B and A equals negative
Hey, shh. I want to use this. So I'm going to say that
Promise.
A equals C. And where am I going to put that? I'm going to put that over here, right?
B. Yeah.
Because I feel like it. So together I'm going to have 3 equals, so if A is equal to C, how many A's do I have? 2A minus B. All right, so now I'm going to turn this and this into a system of equations.
Negative B equals A. And then you can
Why are you negative B? Don't be a negative B.
Why are you negative B?
Don't be a negative B. Seriously, system of equations. 0 equals A plus B. And then bring this over. 3 is equal to 2A minus B. Okay, so now this is my system of equations here. So these ones I can actually do together. Okay, what method am I going to use here?
You should do substitution.
No, I already did substitution.
No, do
I already did substitution. This is elimination. So I'm going to eliminate that B that's giving me some problems.
Yeah, B.
Okay, so B's go away. I get 3 equals 3A, so A equals 1. So C equals 1,
And B equals negative.
and B equals, so 1, so B equals negative 1. So it's like a puzzle.
So that's what I was saying. 'Cause this reminds me of those weird like problems where you get like apple times apple equals whatever. and
Okay.
then apple plus whatever.
Yeah, I got one of those for you. You could, yeah, you'll, yeah. It was funny because a friend of mine actually sent it to me as a joke, and like 30 seconds later, I sent him the answer. He's like, "Oh, never mind." So, did you Google that? I'm like, "No." It's an identity. So anyway, all right. So let's go ahead. So time to do the integration of this now, right?
Oh.
So A here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Insert page. Okay. So it's going to be integration of A, which is over
X minus 1.
x minus 1, right?
That was this problem, yes.
Plus B, which is
Negative 1x
negative 1x,
Yeah.
plus 1
plus C, which is 1, right? All over,
x squared plus x plus 1.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
dx.
Yeah, dx.
Well, save this.
Flex that.
All right, so we're going to come up with ln of absolute value x minus 1, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now when I integrate this one right here, I'm going to use what?
Yikes. Rip.
Can't you just
Factor out a negative 1 from the
this must be really good.
save it. Factor out. Wait, no, that doesn't save us. No.
Okay, so, all right, let's, I know that it's going to be, what's that going to give me? All right, so that is, I'm on now. Come on, brain. Substituting it, no. So I gotta make that one work. So it is going to be that. So if I take that out, it would be a factor out -2. Dang it! It was supposed to work perfectly. It does not. It does not work perfectly. It was supposed to, but it did not.
So just
Ah, crap. Okay. Yeah, it's a U, but it's not this U. They use a interesting U on this one.
how interesting.
They completed a square.
Yikes.
Yeah, they said that U is equal to x plus 1/2.
Cool.
So from there, completing the square to actually factor this out, it's going to be okay. So you get
All right, so they're gonna break it up.
yeah. So it's going to be because it has to be a perfect square here. Oh, nope. B divided by 2 squared is not that. B divided by 2, so 1 over 2 squared is 1 over 4. 1 over 4, so I add 1 over 4 to both sides, and this is 1 over 2 squared, and then as I add that, that's equal to -3 over 4. So now this turned into x plus 1/2 squared plus 3 over 4 equals 0. So that's the factors of that using completing the square. So, oh crap, am I out of time? Dang it. Hey, you guys haven't seen it in a while, right? Okay, so that's where we get that. So it's going to be x, there we go.
I would have never remembered.
I know. Okay. So it's going to turn into, let's see, minus integration of x minus 1 over, this is going to turn into x plus 1/2 squared plus 3 over 4. And that's dx. All right, so now I got to this point and I'm going to stop here. So I just got to a good stopping point so I could actually, continue this Monday. So starting next week on Friday, what are we going to do? Nope, what do we say we do Fridays?
Oh, we're gonna stay after school.
Yes, I will do full lessons after school Fridays, okay? So if you guys could, make sure, try to schedule it that you can be here. Okay, like, share, and subscribe.
See if I can make room on the